Spinster, barren, proud, unemployed. Who are you? Part 2. You are who God says you are. Imagine not being able to visit places when other people are there because of how you're perceived. How awful would that be? There's a lady in the Bible who lived like that for the longest time. For some reason, she was unable to keep a husband. So she had somehow amassed 5 husbands in her lifetime, with the current one not even being hers. This led her to live a life of shame and reproach, defined by the names people in her society called her. She owned this identity within that society. In some ways, I can relate to this woman. For the longest time, I also owned the identity of being the rude, proud, lazy, I don't care girl. That's what people said about me. That's how I acted. And so I embraced the identity fully. It naturally became who I was. However, like this woman, there's someone you have to meet. The person who knows the real you. She met Jesus and became an evangelist. Saul met Jesus and became the persecuted preacher. I met Jesus and became the beloved of Christ. You see, we never knew what Facebook was for until Mark Zuckerberg told us what he created it for. We only know that Tesla cars do not require petroleum to function because Elon Musk says so. Every creation is used for whatever the creator says it's meant for. A chair can never decide to be a table unless its creator allows it. Why then do we believe we are different? Why do we think that we can somehow decide what our lives are meant for when we didn't create them? Or why do we allow others who have never created a life to have a say in who we are? No one other than the one who created us should have that permission. No one else should have the right over who I am or what I should be doing with the life he gave me. So what do? I go to my creator and ask him, who am I? Why did you create me? Fortunately, every creator also provides a manual to ensure that we know what the creation is meant for. You have a manual as well. The thoughts of your creator towards you have been well documented. To mention a few, the first thought he had when he created you was, good. Then he smiled and thought again, beautifully and wonderfully made. And then he decided, I will give you peace and not evil, a future and a hope. This is who you are, the good and wonderful creation of God, meant for great and bright things. You're not defined by what you have been through. You're not your failures or weaknesses, nor successes or wins. You're not a prostitute, weak, defiled, rejected, tired, impossible, too much, proud, or whatever other adjectives you've been called. You are good. Go to the manual of the Bible of your Creator and behold all his wonderful thoughts towards you and see who you really are. That's how you find out who you are and why you were created. However, one thing's for certain, you are good. Love, Moyosore.